George Russell got frustrated with this back the back up to get my teammate a free pit stop thing, and he cut the no whale chicane, overtook Alexander Albon off the track, and said on the radio that I am okay with the penalty because this was already ruining my race. And he was, in a way, he was right, but he was also wrong in the sense that he should have done that sooner and made it look like an accident to avoid the drive-through penalty, because that is a medieval penalty. He could have gotten away by orchestrating a situation like Max Verstappen does. Max Verstappen is a genius when it comes to orchestrating circumstances in which crashes happen or off-track overtakes happen, and then he complains on the radio to play the part to make the stewards think that it was not his fault, it was just circumstantial, and it was just time and place. So George Russell, instead of being so direct about overtaking Albon from the outside of Novel's chicane, he cut the chicane, and he's like on the radio, he's like, I will take the fucking penalty. Rather than doing that, what he should have done is he should have sent the car around the outside of Alex Albon, or better, Carlos Sainz, and he could have pushed any of the Williams driver into the wall, initiated contact, whatever it is, made it look muddy, make it look like you are the victim and he is also the victim to some degree, and he is the perpetrator and you are the perpetrator to some degree. You have to make the situation look convincing to the stewards to reduce the severity of your penalties. Max Verstappen is a master of this. The most recent one where Max Verstappen did this was in Saudi Arabia, in Jeddah. He was in pole position and he overtook Oscar Piastri around the outside off the track because he had a poorer race start compared to Oscar Piastri. And on the radio, he played the victim. He said that Oscar had no intention of making the corner and he pushed me outside. And obviously, he got the 5-second penalty because of that. But in reality, Max Verstappen didn't even have any intention of making the corner. He wanted to overtake Oscar Piastri. If Max Verstappen is starting from pole position, he is keeping the lead going into turn one or coming out of turn one. There is no way he's going to lose the lead. He will do whatever the fuck it takes. He will initiate a crash to do that. And this is one of the primary reasons why when you are playing the game of back the back up and behind you is Max Verstappen, you cannot play that fucking game. Because he will do better than what George Russell did with Alexander Albon. He will orchestrate a crash. He will ruin your race, he will complain on the radio, and he will not even get as severe of a penalty as George Russell because George Russell is dumb. So George Russell needs to put his differences away from Max Verstappen and learn a thing or two about gaming the system. You have to game the fucking system. The Racing Bulls did it beautifully. Liam Lawson did it in an amazing way. And the best thing about Liam Lawson's back the backup team strategy is that it took a while for the Williams and Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon to figure it out. That's how well played they made it. Like, that's how good the acting skills of Liam Lawson are. We all thought for a period of time that Lawson's RB is struggling and he is not able to find the necessary grip. But in reality, he was just backing the pack up. And you need to understand this part of the game as well. You have to play the part while you play the part. You know what I'm saying? And again, these are the things that you learn as you progress in your Formula One career. George Russell, great driver. He needs to learn how to game the system to his advantage because right now there are drivers and teams that will do it without even thinking twice. So if you don't do that, it's a disadvantage, especially in a tight championship fight, especially if you're fighting against a driver like Max Verstappen or Lewis or someone like that. It is what it is. Shit happens. Who gives a shit? It's Monaco. I hope Spain is at least a little bit more interesting. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.